I'm going to ask all the children to please come forward. You sit there? Okay, you can sit anywhere. Come on down. Okay, we're going to talk about rules. How many people go to school and you have rules? Right? And the teacher tells you some things you can do and you can't do. What are some of those rules? Do you remember? Yes. Come on, come over this way. Come on. Listen when the teacher's talking. That's very important, right? What are some other rules that we have in school? Yes.
No running and no
Walking, right? And not running. Okay, that's important in the classroom, isn't it? What's another rule? Yeah.
looking at the teacher.
Look at the teacher. Okay, so you know what she's saying or he's saying, right? So I imagine your parents remember this, or your grandparents. A long time ago, there was a man who wrote a book, and he said everything he learned in life, he learned in kindergarten or in Sunday school. And these are some of the rules he learned. Share everything, play fair, don't hit people, right? Put things back where you found them, clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt someone. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. Warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. Take a nap every afternoon. And don't throw sand in the sandbox. Why do we have these rules? Why are they important? Yes. So things don't have to be messed up? Yeah, life can get pretty messy if we go about doing whatever we want and we don't think of the other person. Yes. Yes, that's right. It gets pretty messy, and sometimes people get hurt, right, if we don't follow rules. So there's a reason. Who is this? Does anybody know who this is?
Someone from Harry Potter.
Not from Harry Potter. It's from the Bible.
Yeah, Dumbledore.
No, it's Moses. It's not Dumbledore. It's Moses, right? And so I'm going to pass these out. Maybe you can help me, Miss Maureen, if you can pass those out, please. So what is he holding? Do you see this? What's he holding? He's a very ancient prophet in the Bible, Moses. And he's holding what? 2 stone tablets. That's right. You want to hold that? And on the tablets are the laws. We call them the 10 Commandments. Have you heard about 10 Commandments in Sunday school? If you haven't, you will. And it's simply the laws God gave us how to treat one another. And again, God gives us laws so that we can live and love in peace and treat people well. And we do the same here, that we have certain rules and laws, right? And it comes from God. And that's what Jesus teaches us too, how to love one another.
In Hogwarts too.
Yeah, but we're talking about Moses today and Jesus, right? So when you think about things that your teacher tells you or your parents tells you, think about what God tells us too. And Jesus is here on earth to teach us how to love, because it's when our heart that counts, right? How we treat one another, because we are all part of God's people on earth. So think about that when you have rules and why it's important. And it's another way to say, I love you, and how we treat one another. Okay, I want you to grab a shell and you can go back to your parents, okay? And you can put this on your refrigerator so you remember the importance of God in our life and rules.
This is the day that the Lord has made, We will rejoice and be glad in it, This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice.
I speak to you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, after reading that gospel lesson, all I can say is yikes. This part of the Sermon on the Mount